Hello guys, this is Mike from Deathless Gaming. Tonight I'm going to be talking to you about a platoon leading tutorial. So this tutorial is going to be for pretty much any level, any rank in Planetside 2 you want to listen to this tutorial. It's going to go into my 3 golden things about platoon leading, which is the technical aspect of it, the leadership aspect of it, and then the tactical aspect of it. And I'm going to go over these all. This is going to take some time. So if you'll learn a lot, but I recommend you do this when you have time to pay attention, so listen to this carefully. So, let's first go over the technical aspect of platoon leading. So, first thing you want to do is make sure you have your mic and headset open. Communication is really key on platoon. And I'm going to talk to you guys more about this when I get into leadership. But you really want to make sure you have your Z, which is your squad chat working, your 1, which is your platoon chat working, numpad 1, and your 7 numpad, which is your command chat. These are your 3 golden comm tools, and you really want to use them. Another thing you want to make sure is make sure your recruitment works. I really recommend you have a clear idea that your recruitment's working. Over the past updates, recruitment's turning on and off for no reason. This recruitment basically shows your squad in the list of squads when somebody wants to join. It is key that that's open, and if you're having trouble getting people, just do queue invite, but you really want to make sure you maintain your platoon numbers. Another thing is encourage comm use. Like I like to always say when I'm leading my platoon, guys, use your comms. If it's casual or with your groups of friends, say, oh guys, chat, we all have mic. Or if you guys are doing a tactical squad, then just say, oh please, mention anything that's about to hit us or bombard us when I'm not saying orders. And that you really want to make sure people are comfortable with using your mic, and that's going to be a key part. So I'm going to be talking about leadership next. Please feel free to watch some gameplay. It's going to get a little boring unless you have something to look at while I'm talking about this. So what is leadership? Well, leadership is the act of inspiring or convincing something in a way to accomplish the assigned mission. Basically, you have a group of people and you say, this is our goal, guys. Let's do it. Now, let's talk about the leadership you should use in Planetside 2. Because a lot of people get it wrong, and if you use the wrong type of leadership, you can seriously hurt somebody's feelings and get a bad reputation generally in your outfit. Alright, so friends, you don't want to be like all tactical, commanding, like, hey, do this now. With friends, if you're like in a small squad of like 4 people or small platoon of like your really close friends, they know what to do. They know you really well, so just be like, here's what we're doing, let's go there, yada yada yada, da da da, and that will, they will listen to you. They're not gonna be like new people or people in your outfit. Treat them very respectfully, don't be mean to them. They're your friends, so make sure you treat your friends nicely unless you want to start losing them. Alright, in a casual platoon, so let's talk about what you want to use in a casual platoon. Really, with casual platoon, you just want to be like, this is our goal. I'm not going to say, be on a point, or else I'll kick you. I'm going to say, this is our goal, just stay within the waypoint area. We're all here to have fun and farm. Just make sure you're within the waypoint area, that's all. And then you just generally gain their trust as you capture each base. You're not going to be like, oh, you piece of crap, you missed that point or anything. You want to just lay back. It's a casual squad. Nobody's going to be expecting for you to be super tactical, and don't be really angry about it. Alright, let's talk about tactical leadership. Alright, this is where it gets tricky, because tactical leadership, you basically have to get people to do what you want to do in enough time without being an asshole. And what I mean by this is, the leadership style of commanding, which is basically, do this now, and if you don't do it, I'm going to be super pissed off of you, is really not good for a video game, because you're basically kind of being an asshole. Since this is just a video game, it's like, unless you're with it's not like an airsoft match or anything like that where you guys have like worked up forever to get to this point. Sometimes it is, but usually it's not. I understand Super Smash might be that, but in that situation, but it really isn't. So you have to treat people the right way to get them to do that. And the way to do your orders. So the way you do that is you slowly gain trust. So usually in tactical platoon, I don't immediately do tactical stuff. So I'll invite people. I'll say, hey, this is a tactical squad. Pretty soon I'm going to start up at giving tactical orders, and you guys got to follow them. That's all. Usually what you want to do is you start capping small bases. Say, great job, guys. Oh, good. We're doing great. And slowly gain their trust. And once you gain their trust, you can say, alright, everybody redeploying the galaxy. In 30 seconds, we need to leave for this base now. And since you've already gained their trust and they feel more comfortable around you, they're going to be like, yeah, sure, that guy's not trying to be an asshole. He's just saying, let's get this base, let's get it now, and we'll be good. And that's really how you should treat tactics in Planetside 2. You want to slowly gain their trust and then say, let's do this, guys, in this amount of time. This is the goal. Make sure you got the goal clear so they don't feel like, why am I here? And if you're having problems like you're getting in a bad fight or anything like that, make sure to explain to them why it's bad, if we'll redeploy soon, or if we're just going to stay here for a long time. Us staying here in a bad fight is critical for the mission. And that's pretty much how tactics goes. Next, for what I have seen, in Planetside 2, I'm sure a lot of us have remembered Buzzcut Psycho. If you don't, he was this guy who'd basically call everybody a cuss word if you didn't do what he wanted you to do. That's the kind of... Don't be that guy when you're tactical leading. If you treat people nicely, you get them to do what you want to do by gaining their trust, you will be one of the most popular outfit leaders in the game if you are really good at doing that and people feel they're really welcome at your place. If you treat them like crap, you can go downhill very quickly. You can start. What's going to end up happening is people are going to start swearing really fast in your squad. You're going to get really tight knit with people in your squad who do trust you, and you guys will swear all the time. You all have fun. But what's going to happen is people who are joining you will be like, they're tight knit, and then when they try to get close to you, you're going to be like, go F off. And that's going to really push away any sort of recruitment to gaining your platoon / outfit any bigger. So that's why you don't want to do that type of leadership. It's a very slippery slope. It's very delicate, and I recommend you, there's a lot of sources for leadership that you can learn, and I recommend you look into it. Alright, let's go to tactics. This is a very broad subject in Planetside 2. I want to do a future vid because there's so many of them. I'll probably do like a 10-minute video on this. It'll be really long. I'll go extremely in depth. This is a really one of the key things for platoon leaders in Planetside 2, because if you don't follow tactics, you're not going to win many of your fights. So this is going to be the list of my personal Planetside 2 tactics that I've learned in my experience. They're not necessarily created by me, but I've learned them from other people. So the first one, let's do a small squad tactic. Their harasser crew is pretty popular, but another one people don't understand is having, let's say, about like 6 heavies from a small squad and 1 Sunday with good guns. You guys can basically sneak up behind armor, pull out your rocket launchers, fire on that armor, blow it up, use C4 and stuff, then just get back in your Sunday and drive away really fast. I'm sure you guys have seen battle bus squads up. That's that type of tactic, and it's very effective for small squads. And if you're in a small squad with friends and you want to do something awesome and like laugh and blow up people, that's the kind of tactic you want to use. This next tactic is for casual platoons. So you have a lot of people, but you're not going to be tactical. You guys are all there for fun. It's not your official op time. So what you do, you Zerg. That's very popular. But when you Zerg, make sure you completely surround the base and that all the Sundays are covering every exit and entrance. That way the defenders have no advantage, and all the combat will be inside the base, making it a perfect farm, making everybody happy in your casual platoon. And another thing you can do is when you encounter an armor column with your armor column going up to the next base, you can say there's an armor column right here. You see where I'm pointing on the map? You can basically just position your Sundies to the right or far left of them, get their flank, as you can see I'm pointing with my waypoints, and pretty much link them and say, hey guys, let's spawn off of these Sundies, and you can take over your armor column. Another thing you want to do is point holding. Alright guys, let's next go over point holding. So, let's say you took out that Sundie in position, and you guys took that platoon down, good job. Now let's say you're in a tactical squad and you want to do a point hold. You want to have, as you can see me point to, the entrances and the exits covered of a point. And what I mean by that is, all the entrances, hold on, let me show you an example. These stairs I like to call skinny, and these stairs I like to call fat, and these leading into your average point, this is your average point building on a miscellaneous base, are where they can easily point to A points. So you want to set up turrets at every exit, have a line of heavies with medics behind them, and NGs on those turrets dishing out ammo. And that's pretty much your surefire way to hold this point as long as possible. Also have a couple of maxes who are being repaired by those NGs with their turrets, firing on the people below. You'll see this a lot sometimes, but never really coordinated. When you have a perfect line of turrets on each of those doorways, and a perfect line of NGs, maxes, heavies, and medics, actually coordinating is the most beautiful thing you will ever see in your life. And when you actually coordinate it right, not just have it like halfway, like AOD or Honey Badgers or 382nd, these are outfits from around the world, you can really see how it works. You don't want to just pour everybody on a point. Once you take a point, you want to fortify it. This is what once you hold a position in any tactic where you're waiting for people to come to you, you fortify it. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Julius Caesar, but this is basically what he did. This is what almost all military leaders who are successful do. Once they take a position, they hold it, and they heavily entrench it, and they have a backup plan if they break through, and that's very important. I spent too much time on that, definitely. Alright, now here's another thing. Another tactic in a tactical squad.